Hi, my name is Jude Adilo from Wise Move Business School. I bring to you today how to make consistent income in bar soap and powder detergent production business, starting with less than 20,000 naira. Yes, let's look at the introduction to soap business. Soap, as we all know, is a common, thing that people use every day. Everybody use soap every day. One way or the other, you have to use soap in a day. So soap is what people must look for and must have in contact with every blessed day. Before, soap making used to be what not everybody can go into. It has been segregated to some people, some companies that has high a lot of financial resources to do it. But now one of the purpose of this guide is how you can start soap making with little resources and be able to make a lot of profit out of it. We are going to be looking at how you can start little and scale up. What are those things you need? What are the raw material? What are the machines? What are the equipment you can start with, so that you can go into the business and see how you now scale up from there. So what exactly is soap? When we say what is soap, what do we really mean? So soap is the sodium salt or potassium salt of stearic acid or any other fatty acid. It is soluble in water and it has excellent cleansing property. Soap is made from animal fats or vegetable oil mixed with hydroxide, usually called caustic soda. These are just like chemistry part of making of soap. By the grace of God, I graduated. I graduated in my first degree is in industrial chemistry. So I was privileged to have the foundation of this. Soap formation is what we call saponification. That is the mixing of an hydroxide with oil or fat. That is an hydroxide of sodium or potassium mixing with oil, either vegetable oil or animal fats. That is what we call saponification. It will give you soap and also what we call glycerol. Chemical raw material. What are the chemical raw material that is needed in making of soap? There are many raw material for soap making and many are still being discovered. However, soap formation can be obtained from two main raw material. That's what we call two main raw material, in which soap must just these two raw material must be present before you can say a soap is formed. The two are basic raw material, while the other ones are called auxiliary raw material. There is what we call basic raw material, then auxiliary raw material. So what are the basic raw material? There are two raw material without which soap cannot be made. Basic raw materials are material without soap cannot be formed. These material are oil or fat. This is the first one. Is either oil or fat. Then caustic soda. Oil is called oil because it is oil at room temperature. Why we call it fat? Because it is solid at room temperature. Oil is liquid at room temperature, while fat is solid at room temperature. This reacting with caustic soda is what gives us soap. Without these two, soap cannot be made. They are the major and what we call basic. Why the oil or fat provide the oil source of the soap molecule, the caustic soda provide the water source of the soap molecule. All of these are just some chemistry facts you need to know about. So we now have the first one, which we call oil or fat, which is part of the basic raw material, which without them soap cannot be formed. As we have said, oil is the basic raw material. There are two types of oil. We have the animal oil and we have vegetable oil. Animal oil derived from animal, while vegetable oil is derived from plant seed. Now we have what we call vegetable oil. The major thing people use in production of soap is vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is derived from plant seed and it is produced in large quantity. There are many types of vegetable oil. Some of them are, you have the palm kernel oil, we have the coconut oil, we have palm oil or red oil, we have the olive oil, we have the castor oil. There are many. All of these oil, they can be used in making soap, but majorly people use palm kernel oil because it's readily available around this world and you can easily be able to get it, and it's cheaper. Of all this oil, the commonest one people use is what we call palm kernel oil, popularly referred to as PKO among soap makers. It has high quality component fatty acid and light color for soap production. The next important, or what we call basic raw material, is caustic soda. Caustic soda, this is the other basic raw material without which soap cannot be made. It provides the water source of the soap molecule. It enables dissolution and the solubility of soap in water, because all sodium salt are soluble in water. For us to make soap, there is need for caustic soda even to mix with fat or oil, and this will now produce the soap we're really looking for. This is important as is the second important, without which soap cannot be formed. Caustic soda is highly corrosive material and can attack the hand, so it can easily attach to the hand and can also affect one's hand. So we want us to be careful. That's one of the main reasons why people use glove and use nose mask when using it. It is commercially sold in bags of 25 kg or in drums as white solid powder. Caustic soda is dangerous to come in constant way, whether in powder or in solution. It produces heat when dissolving in water. So one has to be careful with caustic soda when in use. But when you are careful, you don't need to be afraid, because if you don't pour it on your body, it cannot really harm you. Let's go to the auxiliary raw material. What are the auxiliary? What do you mean by auxiliary? Are the raw material added to soap, either to make it foam well, or to make it become more, or to enhance its appearance. These are what we call auxiliary raw material. There are many other raw material for soap making apart from the two basic raw material. This material provide certain condition or quality for soap. Some of these chemical materials are agents of emulsification, suspension, foaming, while some are builders, extenders, and some are hardeners and conditioner. We have the colorants. The colorant just beautify, give it color. We have the hardener that make it harder. We have the extenders that make it become more. All of these things, they do one or two things to enhance the quality of the soap. We call them auxiliary raw material. One of them is soda ash. Soda ash is an extender, also enhance foamability. It also helps in emulsification, that's binding together all the material used in making soap. We have what we call sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate is an extender, that is, it makes the soap to be more and also enhance foamability. We have silicate. Sodium silicate does two major things: it adding the soap and also make it to shine. It is the one that bring the glossy layer around the soap. Then we have the colorant. In colorant we have what we call water soluble colorants and also oil soluble colorant. Oil soluble colorants are colorant that you have to mix with oil before you add them to the soap solution. While water soluble, mix them with water when you are dissolving it and adding it to what you are doing. We have the perfume. Perfume are what give the scent to soap you have made. You have many of those perfume out there. You can choose anyone you really want. Some of the popular ones are citrulina, rose, jasmine, machine, equipment and machines. What are the equipment needed in soap making? The first one is hydrometer. Hydrometer is what is being used to measure the strength of the chemical after they powdered, because most of this chemical comes in powdery form. After they have been converted into liquid, you use hydrometer to measure the strength. There is a gauge in which it has to get to. If it doesn't get to that gauge, that means the chemical cannot really be used. Then we have the boiler and mixer. Depending on what you want to do, we're still going to go into some of those detail. So depending on what you want to do, you either use a boiler or a mixer. A boiler has to be what you can really put on fire to be able to use to boil, like stainless steel or an iron. Note this, and it's very very important, in soap making you don't use aluminium, because aluminium will react with soap chemicals to give you another thing entirely. So don't ever use anything that has to do with aluminium in soap making. So you can use stainless steel or iron as your boiler. Then we have mixer. Mixer can also be like a container, or it can even be a plastic in which you can use to mix, but you cannot use this for the boiling process. You still learn more about this later. Mold. We have the mold. The mold is what you pour your soap into when you make it, so that you can now be able to put it on. You can now be able to when you first make it, so that it can now be able to form. So recently people start using what we call small plastic mold. This plastic mold has been made in form of the soap you want to make. So you just get a lot of it. When you make your soap solution, you just pour it into it and it become hard in it. So you can just just shape it a little, put your stamp, and you just market it. But before, you always have mold in big form, in which you now need to get a machine called a cutting machine that will now be used even to cut it. So that is that. Yes, cutting machine is used even to cut when you use the big mold, even to form your soap. Then you now push it to cutting machine to cut it into soap size. Then we have the stamping machine. Stamping machine is used to put your name or your trademark on your soap. Then you have the safety and protective wears. These are the nose mask and the glove in your hand to protect you from maybe any contact with soap chemical that might want to harm your body. Now let's look at bar soap production. In bar soap production, we have two major production. We have production 1 and we have production 2. In production 1, what you do is converting the soap chemicals, which are majorly in powdery form. You have the caustic soda, you have the soda ash, and you have the sodium sulfate. So all of these, they are in powdery form. You have to convert them to liquid form before you can now use them for soap production. So production 1 is about converting from powdery form to liquid form. Then production 2 is when you now add all of these things together, that now gives you your soap. So production 2 is about adding everything together, including the perfume, the silicate, and everything, to now produce your soap. Let us quickly also look at types of soap production. There are different types of soap production. We have the cold process. The cold process is a process in which you don't apply it. You can mix your soap chemicals together and you don't need to boil it. You just mix them together, and this is called soap process. And this with this also cold process, the glycerin is not formed, because when the hydroxide of sodium react with fat or oil, they will be giving you what we call soap, then plus glycerol. In this cold process, glycerol is not formed because it cannot be separated. Then we have the half boil process. Half boil process is a process in which you boil all your soap chemical on fire. You apply oh no you apply soap, you apply heat on the soap. As you are mixing them together, you apply heat. This is what they call half boil process. In this one too, glycerol is not really formed because it cannot be separated. Then we have what we call full boil process. In the full boil process, no glycerol is being separated. This one is being used by mega companies because it require big machine to run it. Then we have the last one, which is called continuous running process. This is in this one too, glycerol is being separated, and this is really run with using mega equipment, and it being run by major companies. You don't need to start with all this the last two. You can start with either the first one or the second. Even the first one, you can be done anywhere around your residence and you start it. And the second one too can also be done around you, because you demand you having a drum and putting fire that you are mixing the chemicals. Then you will be able to you'll be able to mix them up and be able to do them in the drum while applying fire under it. Now let's quickly look into what does it take to produce powder detergent. What does it take to produce powder detergent? We see that powder detergent also go in the same way with bar soap production. Go in the same way in which you're going to use caustic soda, you're going to use soda ash, you're going to use oil, PKO. All of those things are really being used, but the additional thing that you add when you are doing the detergent production are these two things. You have the ammonia solution and also the hydrogen peroxide. These are what will break the molecules and make it to form to go into powdery form. And what you now need to do is just to dry it and then grind it to make it to be in that powdery form. So to really produce some detergent, what you need are the soap base. What do you mean by soap base is caustic soda reacting with the oil. They form the soap base. Then this ammonia solution and peroxide disintegrating it by breaking it into pieces, into powder form, which you can now dry and then grind. There are many machines you can use for this. There are locally made machines in which you can. There are even some people that are doing the nylon. Will have done the nylon, do the artwork, or do everything for you and give it to you. So when you finish your production, you grind it and just pour into it and seal it. You can start from there. And there are still some other higher machine that is being done and also being sold in Nigeria, in which it's just like that pure water, such a pure water machine, in which it can help you to be pouring the powdered detergent you have made and also seal it up. So what exactly do you need to get started? You want to go into soap and detergent production. What do you need to get started? The first one is you need the full practical knowledge. You need to really get the full practical knowledge. I've been able to enlighten us and make us to familiarize ourselves with all what you need to get this done. but I will still want you to look around for how you get the practical full knowledge so that you can really be sure and be able to go into this production. So you can get across to us. There is a we run full training, practical training, in which you're going to pass through everything it takes to produce a bar soap and detergent. So you can get across to us. We'll create a time for you to run this training. And there's what we also know, we have what we are packaged as a soap and detergent guide, in which we have been using. A lot of people all over the nation have really benefited from. I remember this manual in form of a manual, hardcover manual those days. Now we have made it in form of what can be downloaded online. Those days around 2000 and 2001, in which I created a website and I call it Hotel Soap Manual. So I was selling the soap manual on the internet on a website, and this man ordered for it from the north and he bought the soap manual. And after some time, the man wrote me. Those days when we still use PO box, he wrote me and was telling me how he has used the content of the manual to set up a big soap making industry, and he's now looking at how he can get a big machine to start running the continuous running process, so that he can still he was looking at how he can enlarge and make it bigger. He was just thanking me those days. So what did he have access to is the soap manual. This soap manual has step-by-step guide on how to produce all of what I've been saying, how to make them, and you'll be able to produce it yourself. So this man got this manual and was able to produce the soap. So I will encourage you to get it and see how you go by it. You can just follow it step by, because it was made for people that will not be able to come physically to our office to pass through the training. So you can go through the manual and be able to get every detail and do the soap yourself. Then the second thing, you need the capital. You can start as low as less than 20,000 naira even to start your soap making. So you get all the basic things you need to get and start with that 20,000. You can produce your soap the same day and have it get into the market, because it has to do with everything, including the carton, the materials, the equipment, everything you need to get started and make your soap and get into the market. Then you also need the space. You can start with your residence. You can just create a little place where you can be making it. Just ensure that children cannot just go into, because there are about two things that children should not just play around with. So these are the three major things you need to get your soap making started. I will employ you to take step on this and get something started, because it's important that apart from the normal income that you are, source of income you're having, there's need for you to have what we call family business. This can be a family business in which your children can grow into. If you are working somewhere, by the time you leave the place, you can't say they should replace you with one of your children. That cannot be possible. But when you have a family business, your children can easily come into it and even make it bigger. So what I'm trying to say is, it's important that you take steps, and to encourage you to do this, we are making our practical manual 50%. We are giving 50% discount. This same manual was sold 5,000 in 2001. The same manual was sold 5,000. Imagine, even at this time, after 20 years, the same manual is still being sold for 5,000. If it can be sold, you know what value it should be now. 5,000 in 2000 cannot be less than 50, 60, 70,000 now. but we are still selling it 5,000, and we are now still to encourage you to take step for a limited time. We are still giving 50%. So with 2,500 you can have access to this manual that people have used to make soap and have them in market selling it, so you too can start. The knowledge is crashed to almost nothing for you now. With 2005 you can have access to this manual, and inside this manual there are still many other bonuses. Some of the bonuses is how to make aloe vera soap, how to make antiseptic soap, how to make toilet soap, how to make liquid soap. All of these things are also packaged in this manual. So if you want to be part, because along the line the opportunity can drop you anytime you don't see this thing again, then that means the opportunity has been removed. Then you need to now pay the real 5,000, which is still very good for the manual. But for now, if you take the decision now, at least you can still pay 2,500. So take action and see you at the top. We are always there for you at any time. You can link up to us to see how we can be part of. And if you desire to run a physical training, then you get across to us, then we'll see how that one will be done. Thank you very much.